Firstly, sort of a half thank you for responding to my video, even though the response to my video was just an attempt to get views, because it's clearly nothing to do with my video. So I checked out your website, and you start you start with a question. Why vote for a political party or candidate every 4 years so that political party or candidate can control you for the next 4 years? Now, you're obviously, well, to me, you're clearly anti-government. You think government is just a means of control, which is the definition of government. They're not denying that. Well, actually, they do deny that. They say, no, it's, it's the people's government, but it's not. Um, so, you're not actually... That question is... Well, there's no answer to that question. You don't... And why have an opposition to waste time and money? Maybe I'm just not grasping what you're saying properly, but that doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. So the purpose of this new system is to favour evolution of people and show that everything needs to change, including systems of democracy. You mentioned democracy a lot here, and one of my questions to you is, why democracy? Why not find some other means? I mean, maybe I'm misinformed, but the definition of a democracy, is basically the majority wins. If the majority of people want something, they will get it, and to hell with the minorities. Being in a minority myself, I don't like that, because it's governments ramble on and on about equality, and then use democracy as a means of government, which is just not equality. Um, so yeah, my first problem with your idea is that I don't like democracy. There must be a better way. I'm not saying I have a better way, because I've never really thought about it. Because I don't... One person... I've found that nobody is going to agree with what I say. And I alone am not going to change the world. Call me pessimistic, but, it's true. Of course I'm not. If other people agreed with me, maybe, but they don't. So I can't. Um, then you say, what is the number one thing what is the number one thing that all the problems are, that we blame all our problems on? And it's the government. And then you say that, what would happen if we did not have government to blame anymore? Well, we would accept that we are to blame. A lot of the times we are not to blame. Isn't the example of the current credit crisis? In the long scale, we are to blame. But the only way we can get out of this is by using the government. Basically, we've screwed the government to an extent, and now they're screwing us. We've got ourselves into this mess and said, oh, the government has to help us, which it does, because that's its job, to keep the world stable. But now the government's going to screw us. But as far as I can see, there is no other way. Each individual person is going to have a really hard time tackling this credit crisis for themselves. And taking responsibility for it isn't going to make any difference. We know full well we're responsible by being irresponsible in our spending. Doesn't change the fact that we are here and it's too late for us to do anything about it. Just changing our ways isn't going to help now. So, I don't see what you're getting at there, to be honest. And yeah, my biggest problem with your with your idea is that, and then you go on to talk about, well, you say, governments making promises that they don't keep. I have my theories on that. Any right-minded person would probably call me a conspiracy theorist, probably because I am. So I'm not going to bother spouting those opinions because you don't want to hear them. I don't think there's anything else I can say. I haven't read the whole thing, but and there's a video on your site as well, and I'm not going to watch that. You have a definition of the truth and someone's version of the truth, which I sort of see the point, but I don't think that was necessary. The way the site's set out isn't that great. I mean, there's more. It's just the introduction to your idea, but which is obviously giving me the gist of it. But yeah, bottom line is, I don't think your idea works. I'd be happy to talk with you about why I think it works, and maybe if you're open to suggestions, which from your site I see there is a suggestions section. So I think you're clearly open-minded to other people's suggestions. If you want those, then I'll either send you a private message or make a video in more detail, because this is a half-assed video, to be honest. Yeah, there's nothing more I can say. I don't think that idea works. I don't buy it. At the same time, I don't have a better idea, but it's only because I've never thought about it, because, like I said, one person cannot change the world by himself. Peace.